And first off, if you're able to stand and recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, first off, we need to consider the approval of the agenda. If I could get a motion.
So moved.
I'll second that.
Okay, we had a first and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Next, we consider the minutes of the July 14th, 2026 regular meeting.
So moved. Second.
First and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Any citizen wishing to make statements during the discussion of any item must first be recognized by the commission chair. After being recognized, that person should state their name and the name of any organization represented. Statements should be limited to 5 minutes. Please silence all phones and electronic devices. Recording the meeting is allowed, and the commission requests that anyone using special recording equipment be seated in the back row to avoid creating a distraction during the meeting. Moving on to old business, and there is no old business at this time. And moving on, new business. First off, we've got Road and Bridge, the purchase of a used mowing tractor, and we'll have Mr. Schartz, our County Works Director, will provide details.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
Good morning, Chris.
In early June, the Road and Bridge Department released a bid to purchase one mowing tractor and to trade in one used mowing tractor. We asked for 2 bids, one for a new unit and one for a used unit. So we went out to the local businesses in the county, Lang Diesel, Can-Equip, and BTI, and delivered the bids to them so they all had an equal opportunity to give a bid. BTI, John Deere submitted the preferred bid of a used 2024 John Deere 6155M tractor with 211 hours on it for $114,000. The city of Ellenwood did use this tractor on a lease program last year, and they just turned it back in. So I was able to contact the city of Ellenwood and make sure that the tractor was in good shape. There was no problems with it or anything, and they said that they had no issues with it. So we are wanting to trade in a 2016 Case IH Maxim 150 tractor. It's got around right at 7,000 hours, 6,986 hours. With the cost of repairs and maintenance and then the warranty, running out on that tractor, it's starting to get costly to run that tractor. And, like anything, the life of things just kind of give out in time. So to maximize the best trade-in value and get, which they are offering us $43,000 for that used tractor. So with that $43,000 taken off the price, that's where we got that 114,000 hours. And BTI did give us the lowest bid, the most trade-in for the used tractor. And they were the only one that did provide us with a used bid. So Can-Equip provided us with a new bid, and then Lang Diesel did not provide us with a bid. So I'd be happy to answer any questions you guys may have.
Do we have some discussion?
Mr. Chair.
Yes.
With your used mower, it was a 2016, you said, with 6,800 hours on it. 211, that's really a new machine.
Yeah.
And so I think there's a whole lot of life left in that.
Yeah.
How much is a new machine? Did you?
Yes, we did get a bid for a new machine. A new machine without the trade is $174,746.99, and with the trade is $131,746.99. So with the used machine only having 200 hours on it, and then we gain a pretty good warranty back, almost as good a warranty as a new machine for $114,000. It just made sense to go with the used unit.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, do we have more discussion?
Mr. Chair, I just wanted to pass this along that friends of mine called me from another county and complimented again on the mowing. They come back through here to go up to their county, which I won't say which county they're from because they said the mowing's not as good. But anyway, they just said with as much rain, they said, we always think Barton County does a good job, but it really stood out this year with all of the rain and how well mowed it was.
And we're getting ready to start our third trip around the county, and in some places it looks like we haven't been there in a while, but with all the rain, we haven't. It's really, we can get around the county on our top passes in about a month. So that tells you how crazy the grass grows.
Tell the guys, thank you for doing such a good job, and thank you guys for staying on it, because it does help a lot. It's so dangerous when the mowing's not done.
It is, and I will pass that along. We appreciate it. Yeah, all the critters, in the ditches, hard to see if they're not. So.
I think you've got some summer help that came back and with some experience.
Yeah, we have a kid who came back from college this summer who mowed last year, and he's mowing again this year. And we have a guy who mows, who does strictly that, and he does a good job running the crew, or running the mowing crew. So yeah, it's just getting around the county as quickly as we can. Like I said, we're getting ready to start our third pass and hopefully get around the county before we seal. Then we'll be shut down for a little bit while we seal. So
I guess just a reminder, everybody, there's 389 miles you guys are mowing.
Yeah.
Actually double that because each
sides
side.
of the road,
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and I know those tractors, I don't think they're really made to mow. I think you're not abusing them, but it's just really hard on these tractors to mow these ditches.
Yeah, I
There's a lot
mean,
of debris I'm sure you run into. And
yeah, there's a lot of debris, and then the tractors, they're not overly made to sit at an angle like that
Right.
for a long period of time. So, but I mean, with maintenance and taking care of them as well as we do, they seem to last us sometime. Like in 2016, 10 years with 7,000 hours. That's pretty good. So,
yeah, that's quite a time, you bet.
Yeah.
So I guess if we have no more discussion, I'm ready for a motion.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I'd move to approve the purchase of a used 2024 John Deere 6155M for $114,000 from BTI, including the trade of a 2016 Case IHC Maxim 150. Cost to be paid from the Road and Bridge Fund, Equipment Operate and Construction Line 002926190.
I'll second that.
Got a first, and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Okay, Mr. Schartz will provide us with some more details with purchasing some mowers.
yeah, at the same time, we went out for bids for the tractors. We did go out for bids we would like to replace two rotary mowers, two new rotary mowers, and trade in 3 units. So we would be getting 2 new ones and trading in 3. We have 4 at the current time, and with staffing and then just being spread out, it's just, we don't really need 4. So that's where we thought we would just need 3. So we would trade in 3 and then gain 2 new ones. And with the mowers, with all the wear and tear and abuse they take in the ditches, you really can't bid used on that because of needing new and then the warranties and everything. So we did the same thing with the mowers. We went to the 3 local vendors, and BTI, Can Equip, and Lang Diesel. BTI again submitted the lowest bid and gave us the most trade for those. And the preferred bid was for 2 new 2026 John Deere FC 15R flex wing mowers for a total of $29,706.10. That is with the trade-in of $42,000 for the used units. That includes 3 2022 Land Pride 15-foot rotary mowers, and that $42,000 is for all 3 combined.
Can you read the total cost again, Chris?
Yep. Total for the 2 new ones with the trade is $29,786.10. And I'd be happy to answer any questions on those as well. But it's it's kind of the same thing with the tractors. After the mowers are 2022s, but being in a ditch and going up and down and being at an angle, and who knows what they're running over when they're out there. We try to avoid and pick up as much stuff as we can, but sometimes it's hard to see. And with the repairs and the parts, you know, and the warranty is about to run out on those mowers. And to maximize the trade-in value, we decided this would be a good option while we're updating a tractor to update the mowers at the same time.
If you're going to keep everything mowed, you need something, you don't want to be broke down.
Yeah, yeah,
And once again, that 389 miles, it's double that.
yeah, and double that, yeah.
Okay, do we have more discussion?
Mowers are an easier decision.
They are, yeah, you bet. So
Mr. Chairman,
I'm ready for a motion.
I would move to approve the purchase of two 2026 John Deere FC-15R flex swing mowers for $29,786.10 from BTI, including the trade of three 2022 Land Pride 15-foot rotary mowers. Cost to be paid from the Road and Bridge Fund, equipment operating and construction line 002926190.
Okay, can I get a second?
I'll second that.
First and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, moving on to executive session. Do we have a need for executive session? And I see none. Okay, that's always a good thing. Ending business, following the close of the agenda meeting, the commission will consider the authorization of personal changes for classified positions, signing documentation and documentation approved during the agenda meeting, or sign any other documentation required for regular county business. Similar action may take place throughout the day. Appointments, although subject to change, the following appointments have been scheduled. At 9:45, or following the close of the agenda meeting, planning session with media consultant. At 10:45, regular business discussion, Matt Potzner, County Administrator. 11:30, meet and greet, luncheon with the commission department heads and Todd Powell, County Councilor. At 1:30, commission will continue business discussion. And the county edition, KVGB AM, Thursdays at 11:05. Members of the 20th Judicial District Juvenile Services staff are scheduled for July the 23rd, 2026. And on other business discussion items, and this is mainly for the commissioners. Do you have any discussion items?
Just the candidate forum last night, I thought it was very well attended, and it was an interesting forum.
I think it said they had 90 chairs and there were people standing. So I think it's very well attended. I was really surprised to see that much interest in it. And so that's always good.
Yeah.
No matter what the interests are. So
Couple things. One, Humane Society meeting tonight, board meeting at Inspire Fitness over here. Anybody wants to join us? Knock yourself out. We'd love to have you. And the other is, this is just a shout out to the Bat Cats because they did make it into the National Baseball Congress World Series. And Andrew was just saying that it's been 90?
I think it's been 90 years.
Wow, that's
Maybe a
pretty
little
impressive. Yeah. So we have some very happy boys that well-deserve hard work, and we didn't know if they were going to make it. In fact, they didn't win Friday night or Saturday night, so it wasn't looking very good. And I had some very down in the dumps boys at my house and felt so bad for them because they'd worked so hard. And then I found out Sunday morning that they were in, and I couldn't say anything because they were going to get an announcement later. And boy, that was pretty cool to be there and see that team work so hard. So their first game is Friday night in Wichita at 6 o'clock in the evening. So I'll be able to attend that. Next game is Sunday morning at 6 a.m. I'll be at that one. That'll be tough, but I'll be there. And then they'll play Tuesday, but I won't be able to make it to that game because I'll be here hanging out with you guys. We'll just be watching and see how they do. So hopefully they'll do well in Wichita, but just getting there is pretty impressive. And, you know, like we said last week, they're such a good group of young men that did a lot for our community. You know, even if you don't like baseball, they bring a lot to not only financially, because they bring families and, you know, they spend money here and that sort of thing, but they help with anything anybody asks. They were downtown putting up chairs and helping set up and just all over, helped a little bit everywhere this year. Did a golf tournament with some different people. So I'll be sad to see him go, but it's been a good year.
good. I think that's something we don't realize what else they do besides play baseball.
Yeah.
And these are the boys that just love baseball, I'm sure. And they're also representing Barton County too, so we have
Yeah.
to remember
Had a few
that.
players over last night. There was a lot of singing and they were happy guys. A lot of noise coming from the baseball and from the basement, and it was good. I think maybe half the team might have been there, but I'm not sure. Good season.
Okay, next is citizens or organizations may present requests or proposals for initial consideration at this time. And I see none. The commissioners are available to the public on Tuesdays during regular business hours. One or more commissioners may be present in the commission chambers conducting county business throughout the day on Tuesdays. The commissioners may individually schedule personal appointments related to the county business at their discretion. The next regular business meeting will be at 9 a.m. Tuesday, July the 28th, 2026. And with that, I'm ready for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we had a first and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.
I was waiting on that gavel.